Hey, what is up guys? It's Eric over here at We Ride New England, back to you today with another video. So today I want to talk about basically just where we're at with this 2020 Polaris Scrambler XP1000S, 1 year later. We're a little over a year, we're about 13 months into it, but there hasn't been much riding going on the last few months because it's been winter. So I just figured now would be a good time to make this video for you guys, talk about basically how it's been the first year, if I think it's worth it, if I could go back, would I have gotten something else, and all that fun stuff. So I want to start by saying this is one of the most capable, fun, exciting, powerful ATVs that I've ever had the privilege of owning and riding. It's extremely powerful, it's extremely comfortable with the long travel suspension, and it's been extremely reliable. I mean, if you guys have been following the channel, you saw that I did blow a belt, but that's very common on these big bore ATVs. And I've learned to, if I'm going out riding, always bring a spare belt. It's as simple as that. I did also blow an axle boot, but that didn't leave me stranded or anything. I'm sure you guys saw that video too. I was able to get it back, back to the truck without any problems. And that's also just, that was kind of more rider error than anything. I had the throttle on when it was in the air after a jump. So when I came down, it just kind of, the axle just let go. No big deal there. But overall, guys, if I could go back to the day that I bought this machine at the dealership and pick anything else, any dealer, any brand, any machine, this would be in my garage still. I have zero regrets on this machine. They're expensive, but as you know, you get what you pay for. And that's very obvious with this machine. You would have to ride one to really understand it. If you know someone that has one, see if they'll let you ride it. It's an experience that can only be felt. You can't really explain it. So you got to get on one of these machines to really know what I'm talking about. If you've been in a side-by-side with long travel suspension, you know how smooth and comfortable it is and how well it handles terrain and different types of trails. Well, that's what you get on this with the fun factor of an ATV. You get to still have that ATV fun, the thrill of riding on top and just being able to kind of kick it around and go crazy, but you have that suspension and handling of a side-by-side. Which is just, when you combine the two, it's just unbelievable. It's an unbelievable riding experience. And like I said, you really gotta drive one to know. So we'll leave it at that. But let's check what I'm at for mileage so far. I think I'm just under 300 here. $290 miles. So we are at 290 miles so far. I know that's not much, some of you guys are doing that every weekend, but around here where I ride most of the time, it's just a small little sand pit with some few, side trails. You do about 15-20 miles every day when you ride. Nothing crazy. We did go up to Gorham, New Hampshire, Jericho State Park, and we did, a weekend up there. That was completely awesome. It was so much fun. We did about 100 miles in one day. And I'm gonna tell you what, I did not feel it at the end of the day. Previous years when I was on my sport quads and other 4x4 quads, at the end of the day after doing 100 miles, you're tired, you're sore, you're ready to just have a few beers and just relax and do nothing. But I was ready to go at the end of the day off of this thing. It's the comfort, the comfort on it is absolutely crazy. And the power too. But there it is, guys. I mean, I've flipped it. You guys probably saw that video. I flipped it. It was upside down for a good 45 minutes till I could muster up the strength to flip it back on my own. I was riding alone, no winch, but you can see some of the body damage there, which for what I've put it through in a year, this thing is looking pretty good. No cracks in the plastics, nothing's broken. I did replace, I replaced a few of the body pins, the body clips there. That's about it. But it has its wear. It's got some scratches here and there, some scuffs, but nothing broken. Even up top here, you can see the standard and performance buttons a little popped out. That was from when I flipped it. But yeah, it's lasting. It's, you know, it's holding up really well against what I'm putting it through. I did take the back rack off. I like how it looks a lot better. I don't ever use the rack, so no sense in keeping it on. I have one tire that finally started to leak. I hit a rock pretty hard, so that explains that. But these tires are awesome. They hook up great. I recommend them to anybody. They ride good. They handle well in different terrain. So really good tires there. And of course the light bar is a savior because the factory headlights really aren't that bright. I know I put those little eye covers on there. I thought it looked cool, but you know, even with those off, the factory headlights, they're not LED, so they're not that bright. So, you know, props to Polaris for giving it a nice Pro Armor light bar. But yeah, guys, that's really it. I mean, it was well worth the purchase a year ago. It's been extremely reliable. I haven't had really any issues with it that's out of the unordinary. If I could go back and buy it again, I 100% would. I recommend this machine highly to anybody. If you're thinking on going to a side-by-side because you want the comfort, then try this machine first, because you can still stay on a four-wheeler and have that comfort of a side-by-side and the suspension and all that. So I think with that being said, we're gonna cut the video here. We're gonna be doing some riding soon. If you guys have any questions at all, just comment down below. I'd be happy to answer them, make a video answering your questions. Whatever it is, just let me know, and you know, I'll get those questions answered. But thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. I can't believe we're almost at 2,000 subs. That's crazy. I didn't even think we'd get to 1,000, so thank you so much for that. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe. You know, we're gonna be doing a lot of fun riding this summer, so stick around if you want. Drop a like on this video, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.